What time will you be home?
10, 11 at the latest. Or I'll end up sleeping all the way to the lake tomorrow.
Will you call me later?
You get lonely?
You know, I worry.
Don't. I'll get a ride from Jeff and Sally.
Okay.
But I will call. Looks like you're going to miss a good one.
So what else is new?
Oh, wait till morning.
Yeah, I guess so. Have a good time, eh?
While Mike's friends enjoy their dinner party, Mike must leave for work.
That must be about the 10th party I've missed this year. But I guess next week will make up for it. It's all in how you look at it. You know, for all the disadvantages, there are enough good points about my job to make it. But then there are things some guys don't really care about. It depends on what's important to you.
Mike is a unit operator, a shift worker at the local gas plant. This plant processes natural gas and its byproducts, products that form an important part of our energy picture. In order to produce the required end products, raw gas must pass through a number of processes to separate its components. Each of these processes is handled in a separate area, known as a unit. And it's from the unit that Mike's job takes its name. A unit operator is a person who is responsible for the total operation of one of several units within the gas plant. The control room monitors every piece of equipment within the plant. It is manned around the clock, and checks are made continuously, day and night.
Hi, Mike. Everything's going smooth.
At the beginning of each shift, the outgoing unit operator must report any problems or concerns to the incoming operator.
Other than that, pretty quiet? Pretty good. Super. Thanks a lot.
Unit operators report to the lead operator, who is in charge of the safe operation of the plant, and in turn, each separate unit.
Hi, Pete. How's it going?
Oh, Mike. Everything's pretty good except for this one. Seems to be acting up a little bit.
That looks like the level control on the separator. Hey, John?
Yeah.
You take a look at this one here. Looks like the level control on the separator. Okay, I'll go have a look at it. Thanks. See you later. I didn't realize all the things I'd have to do as a unit operator, like being totally responsible for all levels of production in the unit, or knowing the condition of each piece of equipment all the time.
Nothing wrong?
Yeah. If any problems arise within my unit, maintenance workers have to be called in to make adjustments. Not all conditions can be monitored from the control room. You still need people. That's why we're continually doing rounds. It's an important job, and there's no room for carelessness. My friends' lives and mine could depend on how careful I am. And if anything does go wrong, I've got to get things back to normal right away. Of course, if a problem does arise, we all work together, but the final responsibility is mine. Each gauge and every valve in the unit must be checked and recorded in order to catch discrepancies with the control room gauges. But my job doesn't stop there. I'm also responsible for the safety of anybody who comes into my unit while I'm on shift.
Hi, how's you coming? One there 4 hours? I'll put some coffee on. Take a break. Sounds great.
And I'm in charge of keeping the place clean.
Modern plants like this one use sophisticated equipment. This gauge, the one that was giving Mike and Pete some concern, measures the level of sour gas liquids containing dangerous hydrogen sulfide.
Hey, Pete. What's the word on the separator?
John's working on it right now.
Yeah, we're showing 1450 now.
Gas! Oh! Gas!
Down the absorption unit. Down the absorption unit.
Breathing hydrogen sulfide can be fatal. You have about 10 seconds of reaction time before you're completely overcome, and 5 minutes in which to be rescued. Breathing units and rescue equipment are placed strategically throughout the plant, making them easily accessible in case of emergency. Even when strict safety and precautionary measures are taken, emergencies can happen. Should someone go down, he'll be reached in less than 2 minutes. As part of their on-the-job training, all operators receive extensive training in first aid because they have to be on top of every situation every minute they're on shift.
In moments like these, you realize how important safety regulations are. I remember when I applied for this job. I had just started growing a beard. I sure put up a fight about shaving it off. Fact is, these rescue packs won't fit tightly unless you're clean-shaven. You know, somehow the beard just doesn't seem that important.
Emergencies are rare. Usually, Mike's job is pretty routine. There is really not that much to do during a shift. Sometimes, it may even appear boring.
How's it going, Pete?
But the quiet time does have its advantages. Mike gets to study for advancement on the company's time.
What is the difference between intermediate gear wheels and main gear wheels?
Okay.
To advance to the top position of lead operator requires constant studying and upgrading of skills. But you have to have certain basic skills before you become an operator.
Come in.
I thought I'd just walk out of high school, get a job at the plant, and work my way up. But that's not the way it happens.
Can I do for you?
I wanted some information on jobs, and I was interested in maybe getting one at the natural gas plant.
Here?
Yeah. As well as high school credits in math and science, I had to pass a 2-year technical course. That gave me a certificate as a power engineer, which meant I could start at a pretty attractive pay scale compared with other professions.
But if you look at the operators,
So the red line is the operator.
that's right. Red line is operator.
But that's better money than anything else on the chart.
Better believe it.
Mike now earns more than a school teacher, or an accountant, or an auto mechanic. And as he progresses on the job, earning power continues to climb. To advance to a higher job classification, he must become familiar with more units. Each advancement means a larger paycheck.
Hey, Leonard? Excuse me.
When Mike feels he's ready for the next step, he checks with his supervisor, and written and oral tests are arranged.
See you later.
Since starting at this plant as a number 3 operator, Mike has learned all the jobs in his first unit, taken written and oral tests, and moved into another unit to learn the jobs there. Being a unit operator is a good job, but a demanding one. Much of Mike's work takes him outside the unit. That can be a nice break in summer, but on a freezing winter night, it's a different story. And some people might consider shift work itself a disadvantage.
Right. Well, then I'll check back with you a little later on, okay? Super.
Mike works 12 hours on, 12 hours off for 3 days, then has 3 days off. Hours like that can affect your lifestyle. Your free time doesn't always coincide with your friends.
So how's Big John? Oh, he says he'll be back in about an hour. Looks like it'll be more like tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be okay. Good. He had a message for you. Yeah? Where the hell were you when the lights went off?
The people who work together generally become close friends. They understand each other's jobs and the hours they work. They're all part of the same team.
Morning, Mike.
Oh, hi, Gary.
How's things going?
Oh, gee, what a night. About 2 a.m., Johnny went down in absorption.
After 12 hours on shift
He's all right.
and 2 more sets of rounds, it's Mike's turn to leave the unit to another man.
Anyway, that was the excitement for the evening. Other than that, everything seems to be under control, so I'll leave it in your hands.
Okay, we'll see you.
Yeah, see you later.
After he's informed him of the general condition of the unit, it's time to leave. Mike's plant runs 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, supplying vital products for all of us. In the next few years, the petroleum industry in Canada alone will need 5,000 more unit operators like Mike. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Mike's job has one more bonus. In addition to his regular paid vacation, Mike gets a full 9 days off every 9 weeks.